Oh, what's good? We back. Marcy Sports Talk. I'm gonna hit y'all with a single today. Been a little bit busy. But we're gonna talk about, some guys I like, some dream picks for the Lions in the first 4 rounds. I'm not necessarily saying this is my mock draft, just some guys that I really think are gonna bubble and be good pros. Real good, reliable, potentially even great pros in my opinion from my evaluations. It ain't really been in depth because I haven't had the time to really sit there and break down film for, in deep in this draft class. Life hits you fast. That's most definitely a truth saying. But just guys in the first 4 rounds that I really think the Lions should take a look at. I know a lot of people want the Lions to do offensive line, a lot of defense, but this is my opinion because I think when you start picking for need, you miss out on exceptional talent sometimes, And I'm more of a guy of the best available player. And if you got two players that's evaluated around the same area, you think both have the same skill sets, and I think you should go with the most need there. But some honorable picks for like round 1 and 2. Let me get these out. Jair Alexander. I'm very big on the cornerback out of Louisville. We did the NFL draft spotlight on him. Dude is a playmaker, dog. And if you can add a playmaker like that to your team in the second round, you can move up in the second and get him. I gotta have a guy like that in my secondary. I know you got Agnew that's gonna take over the nickel and Tease Tabor gonna take over the second. But they say this guy is ready to plug and play, and he's a baller. His ball skills are exceptional. So is Tease Tabor, but the guy is exceptional. That's just one of my honorable mention. But in the first round, right around the Lions is picking. I love Harold Landry. I love Darwin James. Some of these mock drafts having Darwin James slip down. And if it was between Darwin James and Harold Landry, I probably would go Darwin James. But most mock drafts have Darwin James going before us. So I think Harold Landry is a great pick. A fast, twitchy pass rusher. Got to, get acclimated to the league and clean up some technical stuff. But his bend at the hips and his explosive nature is second to none in this draft, in my opinion. I think if he's able to add a little bit more weight onto him, he's going to be a problem, especially not knowing what the Lions are going to run, if it's going to be a solid 4-3, a solid 3-4, or it's going to be a hybrid. If it's a hybrid, he can stand up and drop a little bit and stand up and attack, and I'm pretty sure they can get him putting his hand in the dirt, getting after the quarterback, too. Second round, my guy is Sony Michel. Some in the mock drafts got him creeping into the first. Some mock drafts don't have a running back other than Saquon Barkley going in the first. So, Sony Michel, I think, could be, lightning to, LeGarrette Blount's thunder. I think Sony Michel is an exceptional athlete, great running back. I think that's the running back I want to see the Lions go for in the second round. But like I said, in the second round, you potentially got Jair Alexander, Darius Geis that might fall into the second round. You got a lot of good players going into the second round, and that's just my opinion on that one. And Royce Freeman, I'm not against going double dipping for running back. I said at the beginning, if you guys been following Motor City Lions Talk, I said we definitely should try to get 2 running backs in this draft, even with LeGarrette Blount. I think, the 1-2 punch of Freeman and Sony Michel will be good. I know a lot of you guys want offensive linemen, you want more defense, but I think you got an opportunity to get 2 running backs that can be like Devontae Freeman and Tevin Coleman in Atlanta. I mean, why not do it? If you evaluate Freeman and you think he's the best in the third round, you think he's worthy of a third round pick, he run with some power, and he got speed, and I think eventually he can kind of push out LeGarrette Blount. If Blount, do what he did in Pittsburgh and falls off a little bit in the rotation, I think Freeman and Michel are good investments as well as Harold Landry. In the fourth round, this could be a 4th or 5th round pick because he's he's injured, dealing with a foot injury. But I've been watching Anthony Miller for a couple years now out of Memphis, and this dude is gonna be big time in the NFL if he can get his foot healthy. This dude is electric. Outside slot. I mean, I fear this guy going to Aaron Rodgers in our division. Because this dude is an explosive athlete. He reminds me of a Randall Cobb, but he's more of a better athlete, and he has better jump ability than Randall Cobb. And I think the Lions should think about bringing him in the 4th or 5th round and developing him to take over a receiver spot for Golden Tate or possibly what if Marvin Jones slip off as a developmental receiver, I think. But I think he can come in right away and give you something in the return game and give you something in the slot, you know. I think it's a point where, you know, if they don't want to pay Golden Tate, which I wouldn't pay Golden Tate. I've been saying that. A lot of guys get mad at me. Fuck a 30-year-old receiver, man. You know, he has his moments, but he has a lot of lapses as well. I think Miller in 1 year, if he get healthy, can take over Golden Tate spot and do pretty well and give you something that Golden Tate couldn't give you anymore. And that's long, deep speed, a jump ball receiver, and a good slot receiver, and a good receiver that can play on the outside. Kind of a younger Golden Tate, but he's just more of a fast, twitchy athlete. But these are just 4 of my favorite picks in the draft for the first 4 or 5 rounds. I'm not saying this is going to be my mock draft, but my mock draft coming tomorrow, full 7 rounds. We gone.